Good morning, children. So today we are going to discuss about why democracy. In the previous class, we had a discussion on what is democracy. Under it, we had a discussion about 4 features of democracy. So today we are going to discuss that what are the benefits or merits of democracy. That all of you have the freedom of expression. You can express your views against government. You can express your views anywhere. So that is the benefit of democracy or merit of democracy. But before going to the merits of democracy, we will discuss in brief about the demerits of democracy. Some of the demerits which are there that we are going to discuss. Of course, the demerits are less in comparison to the merits, but still if there will be a question that mentions some demerits of democracy, we will mention this which are given in the book. The first demerit is leaders keep changing. In a democracy, leaders change every 5 years. Suppose you have elected one set of leaders, they change in the next 5 years. So some people say it is not good because a permanent leader is not there, they change. Okay. So, but that is not true. That if good leader is there, people will elect them again. So this cannot be a proper drawback of democracy. But you have to write that when some people say democracy is not good, what arguments they give against it. The first argument they give is that leaders keep on changing in democracy. Now second one, there is electoral competition. A lot of competition is there. Dirty tricks are used in election. So that is considered as demerit of democracy. Now third, there is political competition among parties, between people, between candidates, there is political competition. So that is also considered as a demerit of democracy. There is delay in democracy. So it doesn't take sudden decision. It takes a lot of time to give any decision. So people say that it is one of the demerits of democracy. Then there is another complaint that those leaders who are elected, they are not aware of the problems of people, they are not well educated, they are not well concerned about people's problem, and they take bad decisions. Okay. Now another complaint is there that ordinary people give vote and they do not have any idea about the country's economic policy, the country's programs and the planning, and they just give vote. So that should not be there. One more complaint is that there is more corruption in democracy. These are the drawbacks of democracy. But when we will see the merits are more. Corruption is there in democracy, it can be there in non-democracy also. Ordinary people को अगर voting right नहीं देंगे तो that is not good. In a democracy, all people should get voting rights. Or the people standing at the last corner, even the poorest of the poor should get the benefits. So that should be there. Then competition होगा तो अच्छे लोग आएंगे, so that is to be there. And leaders keep changing. If bad leaders are there, they are to be changed. Good leaders are to be elected. So it is in the hands of people. So anyway, so next we are moving to discuss the merits of democracy. Children, we will discuss about the merits of democracy. One of the most important aspects of democracy is that it gives you freedom of expression. We all can express our views against government. We can express our views freely. We can do any of the activity freely. Of course, the unsocial activity. So all this is possible in a democratic country. So we will discuss about the merits and advantages of democracy, and 5 advantages are given in your book. We will discuss these 5 advantages first. The first one is it produces an accountable form of government. So the first one is it produces an accountable form of government. Now accountable, why? Because it is elected by people, so it is bound to respond to the needs of people. A non-democratic government may or may not respond to the needs of people. It is not compulsory for a non-democratic government to respond to the needs of people. But for a democratic government, it is must to respond to the needs of people. That's why it is one of the plus points of democracy, because it is an accountable form of government. The second one is it improves the quality of decision making. How it improves the quality of decision making? Because there is a lot of discussion, there is a lot of consultation. A single person doesn't take any decision, so there is a lot of deliberation, discussion. Of course, when there is a lot of debate and discussion, it leads to delay. But it is better to give correct judgment instead of rash statement or rash judgment. So it saves us from rash judgment. So democracy is better because it improves the quality of decision making. It doesn't take any rash decision because a number of people are to be consulted, are to be discussed. आप सुने होंगे कि बहुत सारे कोई भी हमारी अगर डिसीजन लेना होता है तो लाइक इफ इट इज रिलेटेड टू बजट देन फाइनेंस कमीशंस होता है, बैकवर्ड क्लासेस के लिए बैकवर्ड क्लास कमीशंस होता है. सो ए लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर गिवन द टास्क टू डिसाइड इट. ऐसा नहीं होता है कि जैसे मोनार्कियल फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट में राजा ने बोल दिया इसको फांसी पे चढ़ाया जाए तो चढ़ाया जाए. सो दैट इज नॉट so it improves the quality of decision making. Now the third one, it deals with the differences in an effective way. और कोई गवर्नमेंट इतने अच्छी तरह से डिफरेंसेस को डील नहीं करता because it doesn't give equal right to all. Democracy gives equal right to all. Suppose, let us talk about India. When we are living in a country where diverse population are there, diverse religious groups are there, like diverse linguistic groups are there, diverse cultural background people are there, so there will be a conflict. But what is the plus point of democracy? It deals in an effective way because it gives equal right to all. ओके जैसे अगर आपके घर में दो भाई बहन है तो लड़ाई हो जाता है, तो अगर बहुत सारे लोग हैं तो देयर मे बी कंफ्लिक्ट, बट बिकॉज इट गिव्स इक्वल राइट टू ऑल सो इट रिजॉल्व्स द कंफ्लिक्ट इन अ बेटर वे. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन इज it enhances dignity of citizens. So democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. How it enhances the dignity of citizens? The most important thing is that it gives you political right. Now what is the political right? Right to vote. आपने चैप्टर 2 का हमने जो फीचर्स पढ़े उसमें पढ़े कि बहुत सारे कंट्रीज में लोगों को पॉलिटिकल राइट्स नहीं मिलता है. अगर मिलता है तो दे डू नॉट गेट इक्वल राइट्स, बट डेमोक्रेसी गिव पॉलिटिकल राइट equally to all people. So that's why there is a universal adult suffrage irrespective of religion, irrespective of caste, creed, the economic status, high or low, man, woman, all are given voting rights. So that is one of the greatest advantages of democracy because people elect the government, so that is their political right. Now the last one, there is a scope for correction. There is a room for correction. Democracy can correct its own mistake. जैसे आपने पढ़ा in class 7th you were discussing that there was Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He shifted the capital. People suffered. Half of the people died on the way. People could not get rid of the ruler. But in a democracy, because the government is elected for a specific period, people can protest, they can complain. So there is a scope for correction. If the ruler is doing something wrong, he has to change his decision, and if he doesn't change, if the government doesn't change its policies, then people will change the government. So that is the greatest weapon in the hands of people. So that is the benefit of democracy, that is the merit of democracy. So these are the 5 merits of democracy. The last topic we are going to discuss is broader meaning of democracy. How democracy is applied to other fields. Broader meaning means it's not only a form of government, it can be applied to other fields as it is given in your book. There is a caricature here. In this caricature, when we expect a lot of things from democracy, we want economic progress in democracy, we want eradication of poverty in democracy, we want improvement of education, literacy. So when there is a lot of expectations, so that is the broader meaning of democracy. It means we always expect more from democracy. When democracy passes one test, it gives another, it appears another. So that is the success of democracy. Okay. Now, we have one form of government Democracy, we don't have direct democracy. It's very difficult to have direct democracy that all people will sit together and take decision. So we have representative democracy. तो अगर क्वेश्चन आता है 1 मार्क के लिए, what is the most common form of democracy, then you are going to write that the most common form of democracy is representative democracy or indirect democracy. And where direct democracy is possible? When the areas are very small. जैसे एग्जाम्पल आप छोटे क्लास में पढ़े हो, ग्राम सभा. ग्राम सभा में सारे गांव के जो एडल्ट मेंबर्स है 18 ईयर्स से अब, दे सिट टुगेदर एंड दे टेक डिसीजन. सो ग्राम सभा इज द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ डायरेक्ट डेमोक्रेसी. अदरवाइज ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड देयर इज रिप्रेजेंटेटिव डेमोक्रेसी. Okay, now suppose how will you describe the broader meaning of democracy? Like suppose you are in a classroom. So when the teacher only explains, there is no scope for asking questions by the students. It's an undemocratic class. But when there is proper interaction between the teacher and students, so on the topic learnt, then definitely it is a democratic classroom. At your home, when all family members are sitting together, whether you are 14 years, 15 years, 10 years, 20 years, and all family members sit together and take decision related to your family, then we call it a democratic family. Similarly, in an office, if all the employees are given equal importance and they are also a part of decision making, then we call it a democratic office. So these examples are given in your book. So 3 examples are given, like we are a democratic family, then how it is given that how in a classroom also it can be a democratic classroom. So this is how we have completed the chapter. इस chapter में आपको basically 2 topics याद रखना है. 3, व्हाट इज डेमोक्रेसी 1 मार्क के लिए. फीचर्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, उसमें 4 क्वेश्चंस होंगे अलग से या एक सिंगल क्वेश्चन हो सकता है. देन डिमेरिट्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, इसमें 5 डिमेरिट्स है. मेरिट्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, इसमें भी आपके 5 मेरिट अलग अलग क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं. And then finally there can be short questions on what is representative democracy, then what is Gram Sabha, or give an example of direct democracy. So and explain the broader meaning of democracy. So this is how we have completed chapter 2. If any doubt is there, do ask. Okay, have a nice day.